I have no idea, but let me tell Molly I'm back. Thanking fam. This is so weird. This is weird. Hey, can you hear me? Am I here? Loud and clear. Okay, cool. So your next card, I don't remember what your questions are, actually. Damn, why did I not take a screenshot? Heck. Oh, I feel like an idiot. We were talking, I know what the first question was, please don't get me wrong, but the second and third question, I don't know if I remember them right now. I'm so sorry. I should have taken a screenshot. Let me see if I still have the live up on the other. Nope, I don't have that up on the other one. Sorry. So we were talking about that first question, like, why is it that you find yourself broken, you know, through all the shit you're going through? I think we find ourselves a lot of us find ourselves in that position. But regarding what's happening is, and why it's happening is, you may not have the sense of the nurturing that maybe you value in your life. The Temperance card saying, be patient with yourself, and start focusing only on like the people around you that serve you in a way that feels nurturing. They feel like they can be patient with you. They feel like they can be kind. You do have a Two of Cups in there, which is really about true love. And it could be that you're feeling broken and you're feeling down and you're going through this shit because you are looking for some kind of real love, or you are looking, for something special to nurture you. You don't have the Spirit's essentially saying, you could probably go through any shit, but if you got that nurture, those nurturing people in your life and that stability with it, you would be able to overcome. I mean, I know it helps me overcome the shit I'm going through. Spirit, is it karmic debt? It's a karmic debt? Yay, welcome back, Molly. Is it karmic debt for Rob in regards to why he's going through all this shit? Maybe. Maybe. Yes, you feel this way, but it's just because you feel this way that it's karmic debt. And the Hermit is it's almost like the karmic debt is really because very possibly you've isolated yourself emotionally, physically, or maybe been isolated by people around you. It's very, very, very different than the way it used to even be 5 or 10 years ago. Okay? Lord knows I won't leave the house without a mask and a pair of gloves. You see what I'm saying? Like, and as much as that sounds weird, all right, if that's the one thing that I need, or the two things I need, and some hand sanitizer in my purse, well, my backpack or my pocket, I don't have a purse. And that's the one thing that'll help me get out of the house more and not be so afraid, then so be it. So what is it in your life that you might be feeling is creating that karmic debt? Because I, at the end of the day, I don't really believe in that kind of stuff. I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in karmic debt from a past life. You know, I'm pretty much, I have nothing to, or nor have a reason to have any karmic debt or any bad karma. So, knowing this, I very rarely fall into the random downward spiral of the fucking of, is it karmic debt? Is it karma? But I know I have been there, Rob. You know, like not realizing, you know, that I haven't done anything wrong to anyone, but have done a lot of wrong to myself. Through my thoughts, through my feelings, through my actions. Mask and clothes sounds like door kicks and rolling up bad guys. Yeah, pretty much door kicks and rolling out the bad guys' germs. Yeah, and see, I can't even say that about myself. I can't even say I've done some bad shit. But you can admit it. But at the end of the day, just because you've done some bad shit doesn't mean that bad shit's going to come back to you either. It's really about the way you look at it. What you assume has no choice but to show up. So what is it that's making you, is it that stuff right there that you just told me that's making you feel like you've, you know, bringing up the, hey Joy, bringing up the karmic debt thing? Because the Empress and the Temperance card are not about karma at all. This is just about what you're missing in your life that is causing a lot of, you know, you're looking for some kind of peace, obviously. To be able to find some peace and joy. You know, how much? Paid readings only, they start at $6. For $6, you can get the $6 taco box. You get 6+ minutes, 6+ cards with me. You can ask up to 3 questions. There's also a channeled message from a loved one, past, present, or future. Even if they've crossed the rainbow bridge, or it's a pet that's here with us now or crossed the rainbow bridge. You can get an 1111 love reading, which gives you a chance to ask a couple questions about your love life. I use a different deck for that. There's also the sexual magical tarot readings for $15. Get the $20 past, present, future reading, or the $30 general reading. $30 is the international standard. Nobody should be giving away tarot card readings for free, not even yes, nos. But I just do it out of the generosity of my heart. I'm really not somebody who wants to undercut or gut other tarot card readers, like I have been by other tarot card readers. So, pick your poison. Let me know if you want a reading. I can help you with love, life, protection, family, friends, budgeting, twin flame soulmates. I do not do pregnancy questions. I do not do health questions. I don't do timing questions. Don't ask me when. This is not Madam Stormie's DNA testing site. I don't do legal financial. I don't do exam pass questions. I don't do pre-K to university success questions or anything like that about your children. Don't ask me when you're going to die. Don't ask me any cheating questions, and don't ask me any end of time questions. No religion, no politics is a serious policy here, okay? But there's so much other things I can help you with. So just check out the description, Joy, and I hope I can help you. If you have any questions about love, life, tarot card reading, manifesting, life in general, the process of tarot card readings, whatever, just feel free to ask. So I prefer Cash App. I'm going to have to just turn off the super chats because you guys, I'm not going to see this money until literally till a week before July. So if you could please donate cash to Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, I'd really appreciate that. Okay? Maybe I need to put no super chats also on the chats for a little while because I'm not going to even see that money until at the end of June. I'm sorry, Joy, but I will do your reading anyways. It's not a problem. Don't apologize. I'm very grateful for your donation. It's very kind and generous of you, okay? Now, I am in the middle of a reading with Rob, so you will be next. And, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's just, it's fine. I don't mind. It's all right. I can live with $3 in the bank until I don't know when, until someone puts some cash in there for a reading. Or my stupid fucking call center job decides to pay me. Takes them 3 to 4 days to pay me $3 or $5 or whatever the fuck they pay me. Pardon my French. So go ahead and think about your questions while I am doing the rest of Rob's reading, which should be over in about 10 minutes. Okay? No, it's okay, Rob. It really is okay. What's the PayPal? Everything you need to know is in the description. It's PayPal me at Stormy Haworth. It's there in the description. Spirit, what else are your questions, Rob? Like, Molly, do you remember Rob's questions? I know you had read them off to me earlier. Do you remember them at all, sweetheart? I only remember the first one about, you know, is it... Spirit, what does Rob need to know right now about his life in general while we're sitting here waiting for the questions? Oh, if women are just bad? Yeah, women are bad. In fact, most women make me embarrassed to be a woman. Very embarrassed to be a woman. In fact, many women who are out there in the world give people a persona of what we really are and what should really be expected of us. And I am so far from most of the things that you see about women online nowadays. I'm not saying I'm different, okay? I'm not saying I'm a 10, okay? In fact, I'm a 2. But I am very embarrassed to be a woman because of the way women are today. In fact, like, I'm about to start crying about it. Is it women? Yes, it's women. But it's also the way that you might think or feel about women. You know, once again, what are you telling yourself about women? What are you telling yourself about you? What are you telling yourself about life? And you already believe in karmic debt when this is just one of your limiting beliefs and circumstances that has been instilled in you, that you have to pay for the bad things you do. Well, every saint's a sinner and every sinner is a saint, okay? And you don't become a saint by not being a sinner. So, yeah, you can change your question. You know, there are many women who feel they don't need a man. They don't understand the value of having a man in their life. You know, they want to be independent. They're addicted to masturbation. They're addicted to scrolling and trying to be perfect. It's really disgusting. And many of them never really meet themselves deeply, intellectually or sexually, whether they're virgins or whores. Okay? And I believe that, you know, as a society, many people are very unhappy in their sex lives, and they're very unhappy in their relationships because they don't know how to communicate, or, you know, they're nose to phone, or, you know, they're chronically doing something that maybe makes them overlook the joy in their life that they could be living. What can you do to better, or is it just chance? You know, I don't know that everything is just a chance, but I also don't know that it's all fate and destiny. Like, I really, truly believe from experience that you can actually wield your power like a Jedi and create your destiny every day. You know, I woke up this morning and all I did was, like, when I go back to bed, but I took my dad to the oncologist. We had the meeting. Everything was fine. It was great. You know, and I had the choice. Did I want to get up and start working and groveling for money, feeling as ill as I felt this morning. No, but I did it. I went to work. I worked. I came back to the couch. I couch rotted for a while. You know, and now I've come back to work this evening. I had the grief counseling call center on a minute ago, but the internet went out, so I don't have that on now. And I can't do that through the phone. But I felt a lot of these ways too, you guys. Before I met my mentor, and before my mentor helped me to see beyond my lashes, beyond myself, beyond my phone, beyond my computer, beyond my fears, beyond my circumstances, beyond my limiting beliefs, and beyond the bullshit I was telling myself about the fucking, you know, like, you have to pay for everything. There's something outside of you to give it to you. You know, no. There's nothing outside of me to give me anything. Nobody's coming. If you are coming, call me on the phone first so I know. You know, and I have gotten to the point, Rob, where it's like, it feels so good to know that when I wake up in the morning, I'm in complete, total control. Thankfully to my mentor and a strict mental diet of feeding myself what serves me at the end of the day. Oh, Metal Rain, the spirit box, said a star's name last night, which I thought was interesting. So I thought I would just tell you that. So I knew that for instance, Saturday, here's another example, Rob. And really, I mean, I could shuffle all day long, right? What does Rob need to do to, you know, what does he need to do to make it right? You know, just keep moving forward. Luck is on your side. Fortune's on your side. Now you see the lion in the suit of armor with the sword, and your mental wealth. You might not know where you're going. You know, you see the two people with the blindfolds, but look at all these beautiful jewels for you to choose from. Okay, and as the wheel turns, the wheel of life turns, you know, you're going to experience, you know, bumps in every road, okay? But it's a wide open road for you, all right? But at the what is at the top of this wheel? Your mental wealth, your courage, your strength, okay? And you find that courage and that strength through serving yourself mentally, what serves you at the end of the day. Not what the Bible tells you, not what fascists tell you, not what Christians think you should do or tell you, not what Wiccan fluff bunnies tell you to do, not what you might think about Satanists and, oh my God, the devil, okay, or even Muslims or whatever the hell else is out there. Okay, shut all that off for a little bit, because all that shit is just nothing. The TV, turn it off for a little bit. The radio, turn it off, unless you're listening to NPR. The phone, turn it off. The YouTube, turn it off. And really, you know, think about what are your limiting beliefs and circumstances. Some of them you might not even know, Rob, because they're deep and seated inside of your subconscious. And sometimes we don't realize they're there until they play out. So you may have just realized in your life that you are actually, your subconscious is actually starting to catch up with you to tell you, what is it? Are women bad? They don't have to be, okay? They don't have to be. Are men bad? They don't have to be. I think that they're, like I said earlier in the first episode that just got, the first show I started tonight that got crashed because the internet went out. There's only 3 kind of people on the planet. The poison people, and I'm sure you've met the poison people because look at what you're going through. You're asking, are all women bad? No. But a lot of them are. Are men bad? No. But a lot of them are. And it could be very difficult to see the people. So if you're someone like me who sees the people, you might actually have agoraphobia. Or you might have fear of people because you have a gift you don't understand. You know, Molly sees how brutal I am in the Kroger parking lot. It's really difficult to see the people. Know what they're thinking and feeling when you look at them. Know what they're thinking sometimes is really weird. And I have to shut it off. So you need to shut it off too. You need to shut off these limiting beliefs and circumstances. And the ones that you're aware of that are limiting beliefs and circumstances, start writing them down. And then what's the opposite of the limiting belief and circumstance? Write it on the other side of the page. Pay attention to your dreams. Because once again, Swords about your mental stability. So your dreams also will tell you things that maybe you don't realize that your subconscious is dealing with. Because see, your subconscious is always awake, whether you're awake, sleeping, or dead. Okay? The subconscious disconnects from the brain once the brain fully dies. But you, as a conscious, as a collective, doesn't. That's why so many people remember past lives, past life moments, or they feel like someone is their soulmate and they've had a past life union with them. I'm on my last soulmate, by the way. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. So this is going to be something that's going to help you in your life by starting to pay attention to what you're telling yourself. It doesn't hurt to talk to yourself in your head sometimes too. Like, at least you're talking to yourself about, you know, and you're not just talking to yourself out loud. Like, even talk to yourself out loud if you have to. I have no issues with mindset. I'm not saying it's an issue with mindset. I'm saying that you have limiting beliefs and circumstances. We all do. Okay? Limiting beliefs and circumstances, like, I won't try dating apps and I won't go to a bar to meet anybody because people are strange. I'm a victim of attempted murder and rape. I don't need to be out in the crowds trying to get hurt again. And I have hang-ups about it. But do they make me afraid of people? It's not that I'm afraid of people. I'm afraid of their actions, more the actions, like things like that. So I have to, you know, start thinking about, like, what are the limiting beliefs and the circumstances I'm already setting up for myself with fear in regards to this situation, so I can start, you know, kind of weeding out the mindset that isn't going to serve me. I don't even know how Molly gets me out of the house when she comes to visit. You think you believe in someone more than it was reciprocated? Yeah, that can happen. Because there's so many people who are so me my eye. Yeah, you're right. And they show you who they are through their reciprocation. I agree. I really do agree with that. You know, you can be soulmates with someone, friends with someone, love someone, care someone, and still, you know, have a difficult time reciprocating. But at the same time, have you thought of maybe asking this person, I think I just believed in someone more than it was reciprocated? Have you thought about, you know, talking to somebody, whoever that person is, might help you a lot if you found the courage to talk to them about it. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to talk to people about the way I'm feeling, because even if I write them a letter I don't send, even if I, like, jot down a text message in my notepads that I don't send, because it kind of helps me get through whatever I'm going through. I'm not saying get a journal or anything like that. I don't even have a journal because I can't find one that will lock. And the only one I have left, like, only has a few pages that locks. I know, right? And I don't want people reading my diaries. It's bad enough I've had lots of boys go through my diaries, so I just stopped keeping journals because I couldn't find them with locks on them. But You know, just when you're feeling like this, just jot down the stuff that, you know, you think it might be. Excuse me. Or stuff that you might become aware of that you weren't aware of at first. And pay attention to your dreams. Because that is when your subconscious talks to you. Your subconscious is the most awake when you're sleeping to protect you. Okay, it's at its strongest. And your dreams, well, I believe, yes, some of it's mental garbage. I have most recently realized that my dreams are not just telling me stuff I need to know about others and myself, my limiting beliefs, my circumstances, my fears, but also are on the edge of being like prophetic. So pay attention to those dreams. Maybe it would be more important that, you know, if you do dream, make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper next to your drawer, you know, like in your drawer next to your bed or wherever you sleep. So that, or your phone, pick up your phone in the morning if you have a dream and just jot down what happened. If you can remember it, just to go through it later and try to figure out what it was telling you. If you don't understand something, just come here, ask me, ask Molly, ask somebody in the chat if you need help with something. Oh, okay, so yeah, I spoke my piece and all that came back was I should have been enough to know where she's at. But I was looking for something that might not have been real. God. And see, that's a perfect example of somebody who's blame shifting. Like, you should have been fucking psychic and